Hi guys, you know I love the drugstore, and when I get requests to do a tag that's been around for a while, it's called Top 10, Under 10 Favorite Drugstore Products, you know I'm all about it. I love drugstore stuff, so it took me a while to pick my 10 because I've been talking about a couple different drugstore products lately, so I have 10 that I haven't talked about very recently at least to tell you about, and they are definitely super favorites of mine, and hopefully there's something here you should or you want to check out, or you might have a lot of this stuff, which is great, and I'd love to hear what your top 10 products are, so don't be shy in the comments below. I have a lot of favorite lip products, but I am wearing right now one of the Maybelline Color Elixirs. Now this is a limited edition one. Maybelline has a history to me of making their best colors be limited edition, which kind of sucks. This is a limited edition color. It'll be down in the description like I always do. I'll let you know what I'm wearing. Called Vision in Violet, and it is a purple dream. It is a nice deep purple, and it's such a gorgeous color, and I think a lot of the colors, I have a red that's beautiful from them, the Color Elixirs. I got like 3 from this and 2 others from this limited edition spring collection, so I have like a row of Color Elixirs. I have one that is limited edition that's like the perfect nude, love that. These are just great on the lips, very moisturizing, easy to wear. I like the wand is really nice. You've seen this type of a brush wand before. Can't say enough good things about these. I love Color Elixirs. Next, we're gonna stick with Maybelline still. You know what? We're gonna stick with Maybelline, but we're gonna talk about another lip product. This is one of the best lines of lipsticks that I feel has come out in a number of years, and I want more. I'm hoping one day we'll all hear about a whole new collection, because they did come out with limited edition collections for a while, but I haven't seen any in a long time. You know the tube. It's the Maybelline Vivid tube. These lipsticks are fantastic. I brought my favorite color to show you. It's Hot Plum, number 900. Fuchsia Flash. I mean, there's so many. What is it? Mandarin, something Mandarin. That's the orange one. I love these. And Hot Plum is hands down one of my favorites of all time. And it is always available, thank goodness. So there's Hot Plum right there on top. Such a gorgeous purpley pink. I love purpley pink. How can I not mention color tattoos? I love color tattoos. A lot of you have seen my drawer. If you follow me on Instagram, I have a drawer of them. I love them. Most often every day. In fact, I start every look with a cream shadow base, and it's most oftentimes a color tattoo. This is the original favorite, the best, the wonderful Bad to the Bronze. It's a gorgeous gold shade. This is the original one that I bought, and I always like to say, and I know I did not too long ago, I always store my color tattoos like this, the top down. It helps them stay creamy. This is, again, when they first came out, my original Bad to the Bronze. Bad to the Bronze is gorgeous. It is one of those really nice colors that has just a really great payoff, but it also blends out beautifully. I know a lot of people wear this all over their lid, and that's it. You know, and some really nice black liner, and that's it. I mean, you just really can get away with a little Bad to the Bronze on the eye, a little liner and mascara, and that's a perfect everyday look. So it's great stuff. Bad to the Bronze is definitely one of my favorite out of all the color tattoos, and the one that I use most often. All right, let's talk about mascara. My number 1 favorite mascara at the drugstore. Now, a lot of times I've done videos where I talk about my top 5, that kind of a thing, but my number one ever, it's in a bright green tube. It's CoverGirl's Clump Crusher. I love the Clump Crusher. I'm one of those chicks that does each eye a million times. I go over and over, layer after layer, and the Clump Crusher never lets me down. It never ever clumps on me. It always separates and just makes my lips, my lashes look better and better and better. And let me just show you the wand if you've never seen it before. Get some Clump Crusher in your life. You know, the thing is a lot of people there were a couple CoverGirl mascaras I liked. I like the one in the purple tube and the one in the orange tube. I wasn't really crazy about the 24-hour one, but this one is just the only one I buy now. Powder. Powder. It took me a long time to find a drugstore powder to wear, and I had always had some high-end powders and I didn't have any drugstore ones, and I did a video a while back where I tested out. I just basically bought every drugstore powder that I could that fit my, my skin tone, and I tested them all out, and I numbered, and I found 2 that were really favorites, and the others there were a couple that weren't that bad, but the number one that I always come back to and I always use is from Revlon. It's their Nearly Naked. This is dark. I have it in the color dark. This is just, I'm not crazy about the packaging, but it's just my favorite powder. It really, really is. It reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked powders. Naked! Sorry, I just like saying that. But it is really my favorite drugstore powder, and I'm so glad that they came out with it because it's such good quality. It feels high-end to me. It feels just as good as the higher-end powders that I've been using for years before I kind of went on a quest to find my drugstore favorites as far as powder. Next, eyeshadow. I want to talk about, I love the Wet n Wild 8 pans. Those are fantastic. Love them, love them, love them. So many of you do, I know as well. One of the 8 pans that isn't talked about as much that I think are just as good, I think they're you all have told me it's the same company, are by Black Radiance, and they offer 3 8-pan palettes, and I'm going to show you 2. I'm counting this as one thing, but I'm going to show you 2 of their most popular palettes. Okay, the first one I'll show you is the one that I think a lot of you are going to like the best, and that's kind of my neutral brown girls that like browns and purples and that kind of thing. It's a palette called Downtown Browns, and it's just a really gorgeous palette. For some reason, let me just tell you, at the drugstore, Black Radiance is like larger CVS's in my area, so I'm sorry I'm not a whole lot of help on where to get their stuff, but that's just kind of where it is in my area and where I end up shopping for Black Radiance. But they do charge a little more, like 8-pan Wet n Wild palettes are $4.99 in my area, and these are like $5.99, so I don't know what that's about. But the colors are gorgeous for Downtown Browns. This is my pretty one. I have another one that got cracked, and I used that one, but this is my pretty for show one. A bunch of mine got cracked, and I just kind of, this is my backup, really. So these are such pretty purples. I mean, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous palette that you need in your life. All right, another backup. I dropped a bunch of these. This is, ooh, a little brush fell. This is the other one. Again, if you love purples, this is your thing. It's called Posh Plums. And again, for $5.99, these are fantastic. The colors are gorgeous. The mattes are on point, which is really nice for drugstore shadows. Milani's eyeshadow primer definitely makes the cut. This is really, really good stuff. My favorite primer at the drugstore. Every time I use it, I'm like, gosh, they did such a good job on this. It leaves no color behind, and it's very, very inexpensive, and you just apply it to your lids, and your shadows look fantastic and stay all day. Maybelline, another Maybelline. Maybelline's Master Precise liner in black. I love this liner. I've gone through so many of these. I think this has got to be my 5th one. They last a long time though, but I just have loved them since they came out. The wonderful tip. I love liquid liner, and this is one of my favorites at the drugstore. It's really, really good. It never lets me down. Another favorite to try out is Jessie's Girl. That's about $7.99 at Rite Aid. Jessie's Girl, they make a waterproof liner. It's in a silver tube. It's fantastic. This is my favorite. Gosh, I hate to say my favorite because I have a couple. I love Milani's, but really I use more of the Rimmel Scandalized shadow pencils, and this is the color I use the most, Blamed Blue. Oh, I love Blamed Blue. It's just a magnificent color. They have 9 of them, and I have a post that I will link below of all 9 colors. I swatched them. Fantastic. And 10. Not to be last but not least, this is some, when this came out, I'll never forget, it was a rush. Everybody wanted to try these. Yeah, they're just as good as everybody was hyping them up to be, and I was amazed when I used it for the first time. It's LA Girls Pro Concealer, and this is the color. I have a couple of these. This is the color Fawn. I really, really love this concealer. It's so inexpensive. It's just a couple dollars. I ended up getting mine from Cherry Culture. It has a, I'm not really crazy about that, but it has that kind of a tip. And the thing about this is it dries very quickly, so you have to work fast with it. But other than that, it's the perfect concealer. Amazing. I love using it under my eye. Some people use this as a foundation, which, I mean, what does that say about it? Using it as foundation. It's really great stuff, and comes highly recommended from a lot of people, including me. My little old opinion, if that counts for you, I love it as well. So guys, those are my favorite 10 drugstore products under $10. I hope that was helpful for you, and I definitely want to hear from you about your favorite products at the drugstore that are inexpensive and good. I'll talk to you later, and thanks a lot for watching and commenting, and if you like this video, definitely like it as well. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.